probably wondered why we're getting a front bumper. No, I did not crash the Mustang already, but I just really wanted to get a new front bumper because off camera, I was kind of like inspecting the whole front end and just like making sure things were straight, and just pretty much just looking over the car right after I got it. I noticed right here, it's actually on both sides, this gap is like huge right here. On Mustangs, it is like very, very common that these bumper tabs right here break off, like if you like scrape on it or if you try to take the bumper off. This part right here is just like super weak. Both of the tabs are broken, both sides, but right there, that little dimple right there, there's like a screw under this, and then they just put like body filler or Bondo over the screw just to make it look smooth and repainted it. So I would literally never be able to take this bumper off because they self-tapped it and then just put bodywork over it. Right there, that's the screw right here that's going right through the bumper to hold it in place. On the other side, right here, you can literally see the circle. It kind of sucks. That just like makes me wonder like what happened. Like, I don't know, like I'm just like thinking if this is like something that was like unreported, like an accident or something. But it's kind of making me worry since I just got this car. And you guys know how big of a deal the Mustang was to me, and I just wanted it to be like perfect. So this is like worrying me a little bit. You know, I'm kind of curious on how this happened. Maybe it just broke off because he was trying to take it off, or who knows. Literally, I got these, you know, hoping I would be able to just take this screw out right here and just put this to replace it, but they screwed it in a different spot on the other side, so it wouldn't be like even, like this wouldn't be even on both sides. A complete mess trying to figure out what to do. I just figured to go ahead and buy a brand new front bumper so I don't have to worry about any of this. I heard it's a pain taking these front bumpers off on the Mustang, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. It's gonna be the first time working on the Mustang, jacking it up and everything. Cool thing is, the jack fits under no problem. Versus this thing is a hassle to get this thing jacked up. What do you think about the next mod? I already told Kai.
On stock wheels, it look nice.
Yeah.
But I think running it's gonna be, well, installing it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. Stay tuned, guys. We already got some mods coming in.
Oh. Oh.
Tight, man.
Oh sh. Oh sh. I think I'm gonna break this. Oh.
Look at these Brembos.
I want Brembo.
Damn. This thing is huge compared to the FRS. Those are like baby compared to those. Yeah, everything looks fine, honestly. Nothing looks too bad. I don't really notice anything. I really wish I had a lift. It'd be so much easier to like inspect under here. It's kind of hard just laying on the ground. Take this cover off. Get that out of the way. My hands are like filthy since I'm working on the fender liner right now. He is trying to see if there's a bolt under.
Yeah, something metal.
There it is. Look at all that Bondo. That makes me so mad. Like, why would you do that? If I sold the car, I would feel bad doing that. Like, just knowing they wouldn't be able to take the bumper off.
I would tell them though.
Totally just like, yeah, they can deal with it. Yep, that is definitely a good layer. Oh, you see it, Phillips?
Yep.
Oh my. Oh. He got it. It's literally unthreading.
Look at that. Oh, that's a long ass screw.
Yep.
It's a wood screw too.
There it is, dude. That's the definition of just you don't care. What? Oh, I thought that was a wrap.
I thought it was a wrap too.
I was like, what?
Well, it's not. Dude, they bonded.
I'm so
this
confused. Is this a new bumper too?
It's just really bad paint.
Have you guys ever seen something like that? Like a freaking bumper self-tap? I don't know. That's
oh, there it is. See it?
What the heck? I think it's ready.
Oh, it's ready.
out.
Yeah.
just took off the bumper of the Mustang. Super dark out, so we decided to whip out the LED light. I am highly convinced that whoever owned this car before me oh, we found so much things. I am so convinced that whoever owned it hit something. May not be a crowd, it doesn't have to be a crowd, but there's just so, like, okay, there's a lot of markings on the plastic. So right here, this is like kind of weird. I don't really know how this works, but there's like a mark right here. On the other side, there's not. This part is marked as well, which connects to the bottom of the bumper, and it's like completely tore apart. Like the tabs right here do not work, or especially on the fender liners, there's a lot of clips that like aren't OEM, and it's just a whole bunch of different clips. The screws that were self-tapped into the bumper, they're like two different type of screws. They're two different lengths. It just, I don't know, just the whole job behind it is just not good. So I don't know, it just like really worries me. Like I don't know what the heck happened with this car before. That's kind of like the risk when you buy a used car, and exactly what I didn't want to deal with when buying a used car.
A few moments later.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to keep thinking about this. Like it's just gonna stress me out. You're scaring me, man. You're scaring me. This is very nitpicky of me, but this sticks out quite a bit right here. Like the headlight, I noticed it's just like the fitment with the fender is not like perfect. It just sticks out right here versus the other side because it's like more flush with the fender. Also, it's like very smooth right here. Like this looks factory right here versus the other side. It looks like this is like repainted because there is some like drip marks right here. You can kind of see it on camera. But it just looks like it's resprayed, like somebody else sprayed this. Like it's just it's just bothering me. Like what in the world happened with this car? Like I'm just like literally like second guessing everything and just like thinking like this was a crashed car pretty much, and nothing was reported on the Carfax, which I should have known better, but I didn't know at the time.
There's markings on your suspension too. Right here. Some, like, what is this? Like look at the other side.
Just a little scratch, but the car isn't perfect. It has some dings right here. It's a little door ding on the fender, which I was planning to get fixed, and I did rub it off. You can kind of see it right here, but there was a little like circle, like a marking from the dealer that was right here on the taillight. Imagine this whole freaking side was just destroyed.
Right? Imagine. Hey, you have a weld mark right here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you want to know another thing?
What?
This. I know, I forgot it was on this side. This is not lined up. You see it?
Yeah.
See this right here?
I see it.
And coming to this side? It's perfect. I don't know. Am I tripping? I don't know if I'm tripping or not. I don't know if I'm just crazy in the head right now and overthinking it. But that's not lined up.
Yeah, it's not lined up.
Get a feel for that side? Like just lightly.
I could hear it.
And this side is just like
Smooth.
it feels like a little bit
This feels
tougher.
like my passenger side actually.
Yeah. Then try the other side. Right? Doesn't it feel like more like solid? I don't know. Like
it's more.
it sounds like it's right, and it's way more smoother. I don't know. I could be crazy in the head, but I mean, I noticed it right away.
It's rattly.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, that side sounds like it falls into place, but this side is just like, it's straight. Like it's normal. Like you guys watching, you're probably like, dude, these guys are freaking crazy. Like, yeah, I feel like something's up with that side. The headlights, broken bumper tabs, markings, different paint, the paint drip on the fender, the door, I use the other hand. The door doesn't line up right. That's it, bro. It was wrecked.
It's wrecked. So
Crashed.
wide body it.
Might as well, dude. It probably sounds like I'm making like a big deal about like the small things in this, and you can barely notice it, but like, I don't know, it's just like because I just got this car, it's like new and everything, and just wanting to find out that this thing was like in a wreck, and just like the possibility that like things aren't gonna line up perfectly. Like say if I do like coilovers or something, like I don't want to run into problems with stuff with the suspension or things not like lining up. So I've already seen some crowds, man.
Some crowds.
Already seen some crowds.
Some,
like I was hoping I got a car that wasn't touched, that was babied, you know, like nothing wrong with it, because this is literally exactly what I did not want to deal with when working on the car. Yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but that's just how I feel. I don't know, like it's just crazy to find out, but at the end of the day, it's just a car. Things can get fixed. It's not the end of the world, but I don't know. Just the markings. It could be, but like the markings are so sketch,
Why
you know?
are the markings all on this side too? You know?
Decided to do a little shoot tonight with one of my friends. Just to get some pictures for like the website, Instagram, and for the reveal. But yeah, this is pretty much what's gonna be dropping, guys, very soon. We had a black t-shirt, kind of like a dark gray hoodie right here, and a white t-shirt. They all have the same design. Cool thing is I actually designed this all by hand. So this literally started off on this like little piece of paper. I actually have it right here on my board. So this is what I came up with. Not too long. I'll actually put the date too and the time. So yeah, September 8th is when I drew this out. So this right here is what's on the shirt, which is super cool. On the front side, it's just the Borges Supply logo in the same colors, pink and yellow. And yeah, I'm super excited to reveal this to you guys. I've been getting a lot of love on Instagram with these as well. So I'm honestly super excited to drop these. Back on the Mustang, I don't know. You know, there's a possibility, but I mean, I don't want to really like jump into conclusions too much. But yeah, I just thought it was weird. Like I did go to a body shop to kind of get a quote on like to remove all those door dings and stuff. And I kind of just brought it up like, oh, like can you notice if this car has been in like a wreck before? And he was like, yeah, I kind of noticed that the paint is a little bit different on certain panels. So that kind of got me thinking. But yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of like been in the back of my mind, you know, like the Mustang, because it was huge. Like this is literally my dream car, and it's scary to think that, you know, the car that I pulled the trigger on could have been in like an accident. And it's just so weird that it's all on the same side. Like I don't know, it's just, it'd be kind of different if it was like, you know, all around the car, but like it was just weird how it was all on the driver's side. So like that's, I don't know, it just like got me thinking. But I don't really want to stress over it too much, because at the end of the day, you can barely notice any of that really, unless you like really like look into it. Like you can't even notice it, you know, just like walking past it. That, and also at the end of the day, it's just a car, you know? Because I've just been thinking about it, like it's not the end of the world. Like I could be stressing about all this like small nitpicky stuff, and say I got it all fixed and I took it out on a drive and somebody wrecks it, you know, like all that stressing, all that nitpicking is now to waste because somebody actually wrecked it. So, you know, it's so replaceable, you know, like the material things, the cars, like it's so replaceable, it's fixable, so replaceable and temporary, and just anything can happen. I'm just trying not to like overthink it too much, really. You know, it was huge, like it's a dream car, but at the same time, and you know, I did spend a lot of money on it. I guess it's just like a lesson learned, you know, when you buy a car, you know, to be sure what you're looking at, you know, to really like dig deep down the background of the car, and you know, where it came from and the possibilities, and you know, it's overall just a lesson learned. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Like the car drives perfect, it does everything it's supposed to do. It's just me, like, you know, thinking about it too much, stressing over small stuff, and it does suck, but I just gotta stop, you know, like I can't really do anything about it anymore. And it's probably gonna end up getting cut up anyways, wide body, you know, the whole thing. You know, nothing's perfect. The FRS by far is not perfect whatsoever. I have a ton of small things like that on the FRS. Like stuff doesn't fit perfect, and you know, some dents here and there. Like the FRS is nowhere near perfect. And you know, just with the Mustang, I just feel like I'm acting like this because it's like new. But yeah, overall, it's just a car, and I just gotta chill out a little bit. But regardless, I still love the car. It's still my dream car, and I'm still super like stoked to be able to have it in the garage right now, and it's such a big blessing that I'm super thankful for. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. It's like midnight right now, and I have to wake up in 4 hours for work, so I gotta get some rest. I'm super tired. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Stay grateful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.